بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم۔
شروع اللہ کے نام سے جو رحمان و رحیم ہے۔
اقرأ بسم ربک الذی خلق۔
پڑھو اے نبی اپنے رب کے نام کے ساتھ جس نے پیدا کیا۔
خلق الانسان من علق۔
جمے ہوئے خون کے ایک لوتھڑے سے انسان کی تخلیق کی۔
اقرأ وربک الاکرم۔
پڑھو اور تمہارا رب بڑا کریم ہے۔
الذی علم بالقلم۔
جس نے قلم کے ذریعے سے علم سکھایا۔
علم الانسان ما لم يعلم۔
انسان کو وہ علم دیا جسے وہ نہ جانتا تھا۔
بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم۔ السلام علیکم۔ I welcome the parents and students of BCS with open arms. May Allah give us courage and also bestow His blessings upon us to fight against the contagious disease, coronavirus. May Allah keep us safe from this contagious disease. Ameen. I commence my lecture in the name of Allah, the most gracious and merciful. Today we are going to do the revision of midterm solution and final term. As I have once before I have done all these topics, but due to the revision of examination, I am repeating it again and again. My dear students, please take these classes seriously. These revision classes are very essential for all of the students, for all the subjects. It is the preparation of final examination. I hope you all will be present. Thank you. Come to the point. Open your midterm solution. As you all know that we have done all these topics in the class. I have taught you clauses. Do you remember? Revising again. So be attentive and give me the answers. This is the midterm solution, week 6 and 7, page number 55. Kindly open page number 55. See, I hope you can see it. All of it. I hope you all open the solution on page number 55, midterm solution, week 6 and 7, clauses. The definition of this is a group of words which forms a part of sentence and contains a subject and a predicate is called a clause. See, the same MCQ is over here. A sentence which contains a subject and predicate is called a clause. It is in your solution. It is called a clause. Example, he has a chain which is made of gold. He is the man who I met yesterday. Define principal or main clause. A clause that makes good sense by itself and can stand alone is called the principal or main clause. This clause has two names, principal clause or main clause. You can either call it principal clause or you may call it main clause. The MCQ is over here. A clause that makes a good sense by itself and can stand alone is called the main clause. Okay? Then, example of main clause, they played when the sun came out. Define dependent or subordinate clause. A clause that cannot stand by itself and makes a good sense is called the dependent or subordinate clause. A clause that cannot stand by itself and makes a good sense is called the dependent or subordinate clause. Subordinate clause, number 4. Now number 3, types of clauses. Example is of subordinate clause, they played. You got the sense? What are they doing? They played. What did they do? They played. Okay? So, you got the sense. Now types of clauses. There are 3 kinds of subordinate clauses. How many kinds? 3 kinds. There are dash kinds of subordinate clauses. 2, 3, 4. The answer is 3. I hope you might have understood. So, the definitions are very, very important in grammar, and you will be getting the MCQs by this only. Types of clauses. There are 3 kinds of subordinate clauses: the noun clause, the adjective clause, and the adverb clause. How many types of clauses are there? There are 3 types of clauses. The solutions page number is 56. See over here. Exercise 4. Add suitable adjective clauses. Number 1. I have told you many times that the man who looked industrious. What kind of man? If you put the question by yourself, you will get the adjective. What kind of man? Industrious man. Industrious man means hard-working. The man who looked industrious came to see me. Number 2, the poisonous snake had been killed. What kind of snake? Poisonous. So these are the adjective clauses. Exercise 4, it is very important. I just shared only 3 sentences with you. Please revise this exercise very nicely. This is the 3rd time I am again doing the revision of it. We have completed the clauses, types of clauses. Okay? Now come to the types of sentences. Chapter 48, simple, compound and complex sentences. See, chapter 48, sentences, types of sentences. Open on page number 230 of your book. Examine the following sentences. Chapter 48, simple, compound and complex sentences, unit 19, types of sentences. A simple sentence is one that has only one subject and one finite verb. I hope you remember we have discussed this sentence so many times in the class and even online classes. This is the 3rd time I am giving you the revision. A simple sentence is one that has only one subject and one finite verb. This can come in your MCQs. I can give you and I can put this blank, and then I can write over here A, simple, compound, B, compound, C, complex. This is also an MCQ. Okay? I always tell you to memorize the definitions. They will become very easy for you to answer the MCQs. Now again I have taken out from here a sentence which is made of clauses of equal rank is called a compound sentence. We have discussed this very nicely in the classroom. I hope you remember. What is it called? It is called a compound sentence. Is it right? Then come on page number 231. Yes, are you listening me? Page number 231, exercise 1. Before starting this, I would like to say you a compound sentence has 3 clauses. It is made up of clauses. 2 or 3 clauses makes a compound sentence of equal rank. They should be of equal rank. Now, you must work hard. Here you have to put the subordinate conjunctions. I hope you remember the subordinate conjunctions. If not, you can see in the book, when you take out the conjunctions, then you can get the subordinate conjunctions. Now, you must work hard. This is subordinate conjunctions, or you will not win. You must work hard or you will not win. Number 1. Number 2, the woman washed the dishes. And the man dried them. Conjunctions help us to combine the group of words or to make only one sentence. Here you can see there were 2 sentences, but by the help of the conjunctions, they are constructed in one sentence. You must work hard or you will not win. The woman washed the dishes. The sentence has been completed. See, these are called the compound sentences, and the man dried them. The woman washed the dishes and the man dried them. Number 3, what will you put here? This is the contrast. She liked the new house, but the other side, what she didn't like. So this is the contrast. That means but always shows the contrast. Okay? Lydia liked her new house, but she didn't like the front yard. Now there are more sentences over here. Please practice this exercise. This is also very important exercise. Go through it nicely. Page number of your solution is 6, page number 6 of 32. Speech. Narration, direct and indirect speech. There are 2 speeches, I told you. The words written without the inverted commas are called reporting speech, and the reported speech is always in the inverted commas. So here I've got you one MCQ. The pure words of speaker can be based on any kind of tense or sentence. It is always in inverted commas. It is called reported speech. Okay. Now we will read about the changing of rules. Yes, it is your solution again, page 6 of 32. Over here you can see rules of changing direct speech into indirect speech. Rules of changing direct speech into indirect speech. Number 1, removal of commas. Number 2, change of pronoun and change of tense and change of special words. Kinds of sentences. We are just teaching you over here. We are making you practice of affirmative sentence, negative and interrogative. And in the tenses, we are teaching you simple present, simple past and simple future. Okay. Now, look over here. Change of tenses. If the reported speech is in past tense, the reporting speech is in past tense, that means it will become, present tense will be changed into past tense. I will give you the example. This is the reporting speech. So, said is the second and third form of say. That means it is in past tense. And I don't know where to go. This is present tense. This is present tense. So, present tense will be changed according to the rules into past tense because the reporting speech is in past tense. He said, remove of the inverted commas, and we will put instead of inverted commas that, and this will be of the reporting speech is I am ill. She says present, I am ill, present. Only you will remove the inverted commas, you will write that, and change of pronouns. I will be changed into she, and with the she you know which helping verb is. See, there is no change of any tense because the reporting speech is in present tense and the reported speech is also in present tense, only there is a change of pronouns. Then the universal truth, कायनात की सच्चाई. The sun rises in the east, the sun sets in the west, the honey is sweet, the bitter god is bitter. करेला कड़वा ही होता है ना, आप उसका हलवा नहीं बना सकते. So these are the universal truth, you can't change. So universal truth also doesn't have any change of tense. When there is a future tense, will be changed into would, can will be changed into could, shall will be changed into should, will be, would be. These are on the page 6 of 32 in your solution. Everything changing of words now changes into then, today, that day, okay, and this, that, these, those, here, they. So remember these points you must remember, the changing of words. He says, I will not do it. This is in simple present and this is in future, but there is no change of tense. There is the change of helping verb. will be changed into would. He says that he says that we would not do it. There is a change of pronoun and change of the helping verb. Will be changed into would. I hope you have understood. Okay, now look over here. Change of words. Page number 6 of 32. Ago, before, here, there, now, then, this, that, hence, thence, just, then, these, those, next, following, today, that day. Last night, the next, tonight, the last night, tomorrow, the next day, yesterday, the day before. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening are greeted. I hope you might have understood very nicely. Now there won't be any kind of, whenever you're talking of interrogative, then said will be changed into inquired. Everything is on page. He said to me, in the interrogative questions, you can write he inquired. Removal of inverted commas, but here you will use if or whether in interrogative questions. This is past indefinite. Past indefinite will be changed into past perfect. Past indefinite will be changed into past perfect. And over here, he said to me, in the questions, it will be inquired. And after removing the inverted commas, we don't apply that. We use if or whether, WHETHER. He said to me, did you find the passport? He inquired if I had found the passport. I hope you have understood very nicely. This was the last topic of Renan Martin. We have completed the whole revision. Please, again I am saying you, go through these solutions, both the solutions, and I have given you the importance of the exercises and about the speech. I hope that you have understood very nicely. Inshallah, pray to Allah, may the schools start. And if there is any problem, you can contact the management and you can, by their help, you can reach to the teachers. Please don't miss these classes, video classes. These are very essential because it is the preparation of the final exam. The students who are not serious really will suffer. So all the subjects of video classes are very essential. I hope you have understood. Please, again I am saying you, whatever exercises I have done, whatever the tenses, clauses, sentences, conjunctions, types of sentences, all are very, very important. Go through it very nicely. The work is in the solution, and also the work has been completed in the classes too. So the work you will find in your own notebook. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.